Hello, hello, everyone. Peace and blessings to you. Today is day 33 of the 40-day consistency challenge. To God be all the glory. Wow. There's only 7 days left. My God, look at how God has brought me, has allowed me to learn some things and still growing me. I am so grateful. And I pray that if you've seen any of these videos, that you have been blessed, encouraged, enriched, or uplifted by them in some way. And I'm just going to really make today's video short. I'm in between errand runs right now, or having to go and get my grandchildren from school, and so I don't want to be late. And the car line can be pretty long. But I'm just grateful to God today for so many things. I was blessed and fortunate to help my older daughter, oldest granddaughter, um, and former son-in-law, who we all came together to be a blessing to another daughter and my youngest daughter and her children, and husband, with just building bunk beds. They were gifted with brand new bunk beds for the children, and we were the home improvement team, I guess, that came together to assemble and put all of those beings together. And we're so grateful to God to be able to do that, and just thanking God for the blessing of the gifting, and that it's going to help them out so greatly. And then in the midst of that, the Lord allowed me to receive a phone call from my youngest, which is my only son, and we were able to schedule a time to see each other today later on, and that in itself is a blessing. And I really don't want to stick and stay there, because the emotions with that is great. But I am so grateful to God for all of my children. But because my son lives in another city in the state, and I haven't seen him physically in person for 2 years, 1 month and 28 days. And you say, why did you know that date so specifically? Well, I do, because I see my other children, my daughters are here in the same city. He's the only one in another city that's my child. And so, yeah, I'm going to remember things like that. And it's just a blessing to me to be able to be alive, to be here, and to have this moment. Me He works in the correctional facility profession. He's a officer in it, and he trains other people to be correctional officers. Um, a lot of things in that nature, but I'm grateful to God that he's a trainer, and that he is working in the system and not in the system. And I know a lot of people aren't fortunate to have that as a part of their children's testimony. And I'm not exalting him over anyone else or anything like that. I am just grateful to God for today, and for being able to have this time to meet and to talk with him later on this evening. And so I give God all the glory. I thank God for all of my children and all of my grandchildren, because they are such blessings unto me. I am fortunate enough to um, see that my all of my children are in their 30s. My oldest is 38. My middle daughter will be 35 in just a few days, and my youngest daughter is 33, and my son is 32. And that's right. Please say, Mama Roy, you don't look old enough to have children at all. Bless you. God bless you. But the truth of the matter is, Mama Roy is a blessed 54. And those are the seeds that the Lord allowed me and my husband to bring forth into this world. And I am grateful. And though my husband has transitioned over 20 something years ago, um, our children are still here. I'm still here, and we have 10 beautiful grandchildren, and I am just grateful to God for that blessing. I don't, my emotions are really, I'm trying to contain them because I don't want to be boohooing. It's not no, all over this video. I want my words to be clear, but I can feel my voice getting shaky because I am just thankful. I I know that there are people who haven't seen their children for a couple of years because their children are no longer here. Or I know that people haven't seen their children because they may be incarcerated and they can't get there, or they may see them only on certain days. This is like a lifting of my heart because it's a desire that I know that God has allowed me to see today. And sometimes you may not think that God is attentive to all of the little details in your life, but He is. And I know that not only because of this, because of many things in my life, but I'm just wanting to tell you all who may listen to this video, be thankful. Be thankful for your family, for your loved ones. If you have any unforgiveness, forgive so that God can forgive you. Reconcile those relationships, amend, rebuild, do whatever it needs to be so that God would be pleased with it. I know that my son has not seen his nieces and nephews who have sprouted up so greatly, probably almost as tall as he is now, because they're teenagers and yeah, they know uncle. They know their uncle. They it hasn't been that long, but sometimes when you know any time can be too long if things happen and it is no more times to come together. So I'm just wanting to say to each and every one of you, be grateful for the family that God has given you. Cherish that family, nourish that family, build those bonds of love even stronger, forgive, ask God to heal any wounds, emotional, mental, spiritual, from any issues in the relationship, and then allow God to shine His love through you because you don't know how many more moments that any of us may have. And if Jesus comes back today, listen, it's going to be a great day all around. No more tears, no more sadness, no more sickness, no more pain, any of that. But can we be so joyous together as a unit just to know that God has graced us to have our loved ones and to have the opportunity to be with each other just one more time. And that's what this is for me. And so I don't want to keep rambling because my heart is full. I just wanted to come on today and give God all of the glory. This is day 33 of the 40-day consistency challenge. Um, to God be the glory. I pray that you have a blessed rest of your day. I'm praying for all of my sisters and brothers in the faith, and I'm loving you to life because it is the life that God has given us that we can even, it's because of Christ we live, move, and have our being. So if I'm going to love anyone, I'm going to love them to life because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And I want people to see Christ in all that I do and understand my heart that I love and I love hard.